Good afternoon. I just went out and picked some eggplant for my friend. I'm getting ready to go have lunch with my game night group. I'm really excited. I haven't been there in a long time. I've only been there, excuse me, I've only been there once. I've only had one cup of coffee today. I had half a peanut butter sandwich this morning for breakfast because I didn't want to eat too much. So I'll be back. I'm going to try and shoot some footage of the countryside on the way, and maybe in the restaurant itself. They also have a little gift shop up above the restaurant, so I'll see what I can find. I see something crawling on my eggplant. Ugh.
There's three in the set. Those are beautiful. With the right lighting. Oh, look at this piece of coral. How are you all doing? We're doing good. Johnny, good deal. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
This is beautiful. I really like this. Oh yeah.
So I made it back from my lunch out with the game night girls. The food, it was really expensive. The food looked nice, but so the salmon mousse, which was the starter that I got, wasn't chilled, and I think it was supposed to be chilled. It was weirdly warm. And then the pasta, the seafood pasta dish that I got, they did not call it that. They called it some fancy name that I couldn't say. It was just okay. I was afraid to eat a lot of it. I did eat the seafood. There were 3.5 pieces of shrimp and maybe 3 scallops in it, and a lot of spaghetti noodles. And it was lukewarm, barely lukewarm. Somebody else in our party had it too and said the same thing. The best part was the little drink they brought out, the little apple cider drink. That was the best part of the whole thing. So I was a little disappointed. Very disappointed, actually. So I didn't eat a lot of it because I was afraid if I finished eating. I ate the worst part of it though. If I was going to get sick, I ate the seafood part. But I kept thinking, it's lukewarm. How long has it been sitting out? Lukewarm. So I didn't eat most of it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to scratch that restaurant off my list to ever go back again. It just wasn't worth it. I did pay for it though with my money I got out. I cashed out of the what is it called? The survey site that I go to. I cashed out like $91 or something, and that's what I used to pay for this meal. So, and then my friend and I went to an orchard. They have fruit and berries through the year, and I got some peaches. I got 4 peaches. They were pretty expensive too, but they were just picked from their trees, so I'm hoping they're good. They aren't quite ripe yet, although it does say on their little sign, by tree ripened. They're not completely ripe, but that's okay. They're not rotten, I don't think, and hopefully they'll be good. It's so hot out there. No air conditioning in the little orchard. But I mean, none at all. I felt sorry for the workers in there. They had a couple of young cashiers, and the guy that was checking us out, his face was bright red. It was so hot. And the young lady that was working the other register a little ways down had a fan blowing on her, but he did not. So I think that's kind of bad. Yeah, I paid a lot for those peaches. I paid $4.85 for 4 peaches. They were $3 something a pound, and I got 4 of them. A little bit expensive. Oh well, it was a day out, and it was paid for by doing surveys, so I need to go out and check on the garden and probably water my seeds that I planted yesterday. I don't feel like doing anything. What little time I was out in the heat has sapped my energy. So I have two videos I need to work on now. I started working on the one from yesterday, last night, and didn't finish because I was so exhausted. So I am going to work on it tonight, and I'm gonna make me some dinner. I think I'm just gonna make a onigiri. Because I do have that rice and the tuna and mayo that I need to eat up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have. I hope you all enjoyed the little outing my friends and I had today. I just went and picked a few tomatoes out of the garden, an asparagus and one okra. Nothing thrilling. The garden's kind of depressing. I pulled up a bunch of stuff yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. That you'll see in the video that I'm working on right now. Tomorrow I'm going to try and plant the rest of my fall garden. I'm debating whether there's gnats in my house. I'm debating whether or not to pull up the pumpkin that volunteered itself in the one birdie bed with my peanuts. It is not looking good. It is producing little pumpkins already, but the leaves look sad, and I don't know if it's gonna make it. So part of me wants to plant something else that's gonna survive. The squash bugs are everywhere, and they're attacking that plant and all my other plants. So, except for today, I usually go out and I try to pick them off, squash them, like the squash bugs they are. I try to squash them or put them in my soapy water, but I didn't do it today. Tomorrow, I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot more. So I need to get back to my laptop and work on this video so I can get it out tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed a little difference in the video today. I took a lot of video footage inside the antique shop that's attached to the restaurant. It's called Irish Acres. The antique shop. Stuff is super expensive there. I can't believe that so many things sold that had sold signs on them. Very expensive things. I like going through and looking at that stuff, but I have no interest in buying things. In fact, I still have things I need to get rid of. But I do like browsing stuff like that. It's fun. Oh, so we were sitting there. We had just sat down, and there were place settings already in place in the restaurant. The restaurant's called the Glitz, and it's very well named. As you'll see by the pictures, I couldn't really get a lot of pictures because it was really crowded. It's a popular place. The reservations book up really fast. As soon as they put out their new menu, it is hard to get in. So anyway, they put their place settings down, and I think I took a video or a picture. I know where it's at. So I've had multiple dish sets through the years, And one year I bought glass plates from Walmart. They have a swirly pattern on them. And I bought the matching little bitty ones. I don't know where my big ones are. But here's the small ones. And I didn't even realize they were the same plates until my friend's like, Kathleen, those are your plates. And I said, maybe a little too loud because she got kind of embarrassed. I said, oh, they're the same ones. I got them at Walmart. Yeah, I bought them at Walmart. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, they had the same exact plate for the serving platter at this super fancy restaurant. So, yeah. I just wish the food was a little warmer. A lot warmer, actually. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.